Welcome in, everyone. Congrats to Alex on first, and thank you to Adam for contributing to the community challenge. I don't know. It's probably happened to other people because it's not that uncommon of a thing. I don't know. This lumbar support thingy behind me, it moved just a little bit, and now it feels like I cannot get it in the right place, so I'm probably going to move it 50 million times during the stream. Thank you, Kevin, for contributing as well. Like, it moved, and I was like, because I was sitting here and I was like, what? Doesn't feel right on my chair. And then I reached back and I was like, has that always been there? Probably, because I don't remember putting it on. And now I cannot, like, find the right spot. It feels weird, like, no matter where I put it. I should just move this box closer. Yes, knock everything over. That's the plan. We're working on the last part of Diagon Alley today, and then we will do Disney Dreamlight Valley because the weekly tasks or whatever they call them came out yesterday. Oh, there's a little micro figure in there. But hopefully everybody's week has been going well. I did the adulty task of shopping yesterday. Ooh, we have a pre-printed brick. We need this and a 4. There you are. I had planned on buying both the kids another bookshelf for their room, but they didn't have them at the store when I went yesterday, so. And Target doesn't, like, when I looked on their thing, it didn't say, like, you can look at it and it's like, order in the store, or something else, or like shipping, but it says it won't ship it, like shipping is grayed out. So welcome in, Danny. I hope you've been doing well. So I'm just going to have to go to one of the other Targets near us, and hopefully they have it. Yes, whoop whoop, just in time, because I had planned to do more crocheting next month in prep for the fundraiser for Fantasy's archery team that will take place in April. So we'll be doing more crocheting next month. Plus, it's always fun to get to that, like, final part and be like, ooh, we're done. We can start a new set. Not that I don't enjoy building each set, but it's nice to, like, get to the end and then work on something different. we need our printed one. 2 of these. I'm guessing this is the right size because I don't see another one, so. This should be a flat black one. Okay, so it says, or shows, says, whatever. These pieces go here. And then we have the Diagon Alley printed brick at the end. Not this coming weekend, but the following weekend, we have Fantasy's state tournament for archery. And then usually, like, yeah, you have a weekend, spring break weekend. That second weekend is usually the 3D state tournament. The micro scale, tiny. The big one is up behind me, at the tippity top here with Gringotts in between it. And then I also have the one that they've been releasing like 2 buildings at a time for Diagon Alley. So far, they've released 3 different boxes, but each box had like 2 shops in it. I have 2 of them built over there, and the third one I got for Christmas, it's to build yet. I have all the Diagon Alleys. Yeah, this is the teensy one. The micro scale or mini scale, whatever they call it. I like the big one. I got the big one many years ago. So I didn't build it on stream because it was something I had already done, like, before I ever even considered streaming. To be honest, I bought it with a stimulus check during COVID. I stimulated the economy with my stimulus check. Yeah, I don't like the way it's connected because these pieces typically have that one type of brick that fits into them so that it clips in well and then you like can bend it. But they don't have that piece on the other pieces. Like they choose those like the ones that go like this, and I don't like that because that's not, I think I'm going to wind up switching the pieces out so that they're the piece that generally clips into here. And I know that's, I said a piece 5 million times, but the piece. But like, I feel like if you even barely touch it, it starts to come apart, and I don't like that. It can be Friday if you want it to be Friday, Alex. If you want it to be Friday, it can be Friday. I mean, Friday. It's just the last day of the work week or school week or whatever. So if you want it to be Friday, it can be Friday. And then you can just have 2 Saturdays. Right? Like, it's just it's Friday. Be like, oh, my bad. It's Friday for me. So. Considering I never leave the house, it is either like because I don't leave to go to a technical job. Um, it is either always Friday, or because I'm a stay-at-home mom, it is never Friday because the job is never done. You take that however you want it. There's also no sick pay, no pay, and no vacation days. Well, at least they gave you something this time. Because I know they don't always. Sometimes they're like, nah, you're fine. That piece didn't want to be picked up. Yeah, then they're worried about like things going wrong, like you having an infection from the thing. So I did finish the other feet, legs, whatever, for the crab cake we started on Tuesday, just so you guys wouldn't have to watch me crochet 4 more legs. I figured you guys didn't really want to watch me crochet 6 legs. So next Monday, when we have our Discord crafty time or Discord hang, I'll work on it more then. And still possibly Tuesday, probably, when we do that. Because it takes many hours. A pie dove. So my brain is weird. Every time I see pie dove, my brain just sees the pie symbol with like wings and a beak. Pie dove. We have like a lime slice, an orange slice, a cookie, and a strawberry. I'll show it to you when I get it all on these pieces, though. So it's easier to show you than trying to lay them in my hand. My whole face hurts, and the top of my head is swollen. Can tell because my hat is tight, and the left side of my. Ooh, yeah, that's not good, Alex. That's not Gouda at all. Welcome in, Womb Raider. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Yes, that looks like the right spot. We're having a community challenge. If we raise enough points, I guess points, whatever, I will play Farm Sim. And you can all laugh hysterically as I drive off the side of the road into God knows what. Right? That's nice. I did get the giveaway for my last co-stream with Carrot mailed out yesterday as one of my leave the house chores. Thank you, Alex. I have to put Womb Raider on my auto shout out thingy. I'm guessing. I think that's right. Okay, I will. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to figure out if I put this on there right. Okay, I did. Sometimes when they have like the little ones and they're not quite centered, it's hard to figure out front or back which way we want them. Womb Raider 20 is your go-to streamer for chill time when she's not busy raiding room. Whatever that means. You can catch her cross-stitching, crafting, or hanging out to some tunes. She's currently on vacation, but when she returns, expect a cozy vibe and maybe some Witcher gameplay. Listen, you cannot invade mine because I don't have it anymore. I got them take that shit out. I said no thank you. And in fact, that was one of the reasons I gave them. I was tired of my womb being invaded and I would like it to be stopped. Not in those phrases, but eventually I essentially said, something keeps happening. I keep getting pregnant. I need you to make it stop. I would like for it to never, ever, ever happen again. So then they tied my tubes, and then I was like, oh, something is drastically wrong. I would like that to stop too. Can you just take the whole thing and go away? I know electing to have my girly bits removed is controversial to some, and I understand why. Um for those who have trouble getting pregnant or can't get pregnant, the fact that somebody would like willingly stop getting pregnant can be like difficult. Um but I consider myself uniquely qualified because I both have been pregnant many, many times, have had miscarriages, and had trouble getting pregnant. So I covered all the bases. I'm uniquely qualified. My first I got pregnant with and didn't even know, and in fact didn't know until I was like 14 weeks pregnant, and that was only because I went to get birth control. They said you can't have it, it's too late. Um, and then I had trouble getting slash staying pregnant with the next technically 5 pregnancies. 3 of them ended in not being able to go to term. But so I figure I've covered every base you can in the pregnancy sphere. I'm good to make the call. Why do I feel like something's not right here? No, that is right. It just sometimes like the angle they take the picture at makes me think I'm not putting something in the right place. Well, that was bag 1. Well, really bag 17, but bag 1 for today. I always feel like when you do these kind of bigger projects, the bags that have like the foundation layers go by like snap super fast. I think King has realized we aren't going to hurt him. He made a web where we can see him. Oh no, he's like, spiders gotta go. Like, I don't care how big, how small, whatever. If it is a spider, it's gotta go. You can live happily outside, you just can't come inside. You come inside, you death is the only sentence. Because I can't risk you'll try to come back inside. Ugh. That's fine. If he stayed outside, he could have made a nest to stay warm or something. I don't know. But you come inside, that's a no-no. Your side is outside, my side is inside. We stay where we both belong, and then we're both fine. But you can't come inside. You can't have rodents. I had mice as children. I knocked my little stuff off a bunch of my little shelf over here. Now I'm going to attempt to fix it. I had mice as pets when I was a kid. And I remember at one point my brother really, really wanted a mouse too, so my mom finally caved. And my mouse ate his mouse. Remembering to feed Joe. Ooh. Yeah, he like whined and whined and whined to my mom that it wasn't fair that I got to have mice and he didn't. So my mom was like, fine. And she went and bought him one. And I had mine in like a big, like 10-gallon fish tank. Because there was room. You know? Like, and when we woke up the next day, all that was left was a head, the literal bones, you could see the ribs, and a tail. My mouse had eaten his as a show of dominance. Or shouts at me. I make the joke all the time. The only reason the kids are still alive is because they could tell me they were hungry. I kill plants because they can't tell me that they need to eat. And then I forget about them. Like storefronts. No, that's right. Okay. It is slightly forward. I was like, I thought they were in a line. Uh, so I completely understand that, Alex. This hat does not want to stay on today. I think I know what happened. It feels like the wire that's like keeps the sides up has moved down a little bit. And then like it's, you know, more. I don't know. Sometimes I think it's how floofy my hair is that day too. That's a little better. We did that. We did the adulting last week and did our taxes. And the following, not this weekend, but next weekend is Fantasy's tournament. So we'll probably do something for Funsies this weekend. They also have the food drive at the state tournament, and the school that donates the most food wins $1,000. So I have been to the store to stock up on canned goods to take. Oh, stairs. I didn't see that till just now. That they form stairs. Last year we won, so that's a whoop whoop. We were at the store last night picking some up, not everything, but like some. And Boy Wonder was like, "Well, didn't we win with X amount of cans last year?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "So we only need that many." And I was like, "That's not how that works. You have to buy enough to make sure that nobody else. We must win." Well, that's not how you get a drink, sir. That is not how you get a drink. You can, however, get some paper towels and clean that up now. If there was something in the cup. If not, we use our words, sir. Our words. Well, thank goodness for that. But words are way more effective at getting what you want than knocking things. Listen, sir, you're not a cat. You are not a kitty cat. Upstairs window front. Ooh, I caught it, and I got a piece of candy with it. Whoop whoop. But like, sir. I turned that so you could see better, but I guess we're just going back down this way, so turn it again. Right, like so. It looks like a compass. I mean, you can't tell in the picture if it's supposed to be facing, like, you know, with north at the top, but it annoys me, so I'm going to rotate it. Like, you have options. It looks like no matter which way you have it, you're like, it's a little too far to the right. Now it's a little too far to the left. Right, left, right, left. I mean, to a certain extent, they can only remind him he's got to, you know, like they can't force him to drink. I feel like, at least here in the States, it wasn't that long ago that kids didn't get drinks in class. Like, no water bottle, nothing. You just went the whole day. So it's like a roller skate, but in this context, maybe a train and a crystal. I don't know. Well, at least he doesn't forget to go to the bathroom. I had a friend whose kid would get so, like, engrossed in playing video games, he would forget to go to the bathroom until it was too late. Yeah, he's not drinking enough. He doesn't go to the bathroom very often. I think they want these, like, middle ground. I don't know. That looks correct. I did download a demo for a new game from Steam. What is it called? Something Necromancer? Greenhearth Necromancer. A leaflet he'd made about cats? Was it a leaflet about why he should be allowed to get a cat? Because that sounds like something fantasy would do. Dear Mom, here's a leaflet about how great cats are and why I should be allowed to have one. Because they're such great pets. I think that was the right color. It looks greenish in the thing, and that's the only green gem I have, so. I mean, really, that's how we got Noodle. She came home one day and was like, yes, my art club, we're doing a project where we feature an animal a day for the morning announcements. And I had to look on the local animal shelter to pick a pet to like try to get somebody to adopt them. And I said no. And then she kept pestering me about it. And I said, ask your father. And he said, okay, like a dumbass. And then that cat was gone by the time we called. But then we just let her go to the animal shelter and just pick one. This is cats, and cats are great. Ooh, shelves again. Okay, Womb Raider. Have a good day if you don't come back. Hopefully the workday goes by fast. Oh, it feels like I got a tickle in my throat. Let's see. Okay. Oh. Sometimes that head is fine for a while, and other times I'm like, oh, I feel wee warm underneath there. So I didn't feel that great Tuesday. Luckily, I felt better by the time it was time to stream. But And I was pretty sure it's from sinuses, like the pressure, like basically pressing on my eyeballs, and like even my hair follicles hurt. And Fantasy kind of woke up with the same thing yesterday, but then by the afternoon felt good. I did get her some like Mucinex stuff too to help like dry it up. But Mother Nature really needs to make up her mind, because this like 81 day and then like not even 40 degrees the next day is really taking it out of me. Like, I don't even care what temperature it is, but can we like stay in the relative, like, not no more drastic changes for a bit? What set did I pull these aside for and then skip? Because this shouldn't be left over. No, those are over nothing. Like, I feel like those pieces aren't pieces that are left. But at the same time, it looks right. And there's no step that has like these three pieces in it. Okay, we can go back to the beginning of this bag. Okay. Yes. And then yes, because that's the beginning of that wall. And yes, because that's more the wall that I can see I've done. And again, yes. Mm-hmm. Okay, it doesn't look like I skipped anything, but I feel like these aren't typically pieces that are left over. Oh well. I'm just gonna say they are this time. I don't know. Just want to make sure. Oh, sorry. I want to make sure the little text bubble I saw on my phone wasn't from a child. It is not. So I'm not going to worry about it. So yeah, the plan was to work on Disney Dreamlight Valley, and we can do that like really quick. Just do the 3 things, or we can play it, you know, for the rest of the time, whatever. Or we can work on the crochet project that we started on Tuesday. Either way, I don't know what I want to do, and that is like most of my streams, in fairness. So we have another micro figure. I'm gonna stick them right there. Just accidentally, no, it just hit the other little ones in there. Okay. Because they're so tiny, they give you 2 of them, and I've been putting the second set in that bin. Because the plan is to then put them in one of my little tiny craft baggies and keep it with the set. But when I just picked that one up, for some reason, I thought I like either got another piece or I don't know, something. And this one's different. We've been building like one store at a time, essentially, and then them giving us like a little tidbit about the store, but this time we seem to be building like these 2 stores in conjunction. Okay, we need not that piece. This piece and you and you. Cinch. So, does anybody have any fun plans for the weekend or any plans for the weekend? I don't know if we do or not, or what we would do. Okay, so we stay like this, and then this piece goes here. Yeah, that looks like the right green. Bubbles? Ice cream? I don't know. I'm going with bubbles. So that's like our chair, and then this is the desk, it looks like. So they've used this printed brick a bunch of times in this set. So we have a skylight of sorts. So Crazy has a conference the first half of the week that the kids are on spring break next month. So we're trying to decide, like we've decided we're going to do something, but like fleshing out details. Oh, our skylight's gone. Okay. This blue building we finished is Wiseacres Wizarding Equipment. Witches and wizards with an interest in scientific instruments and magical gadgets can find the top tried, tested, and trusted telescopes, magical maps, enchanted hourglasses, and much, much more here. I had to read that one sentence again because I was like, did I say that correctly? Ooh, more shelves. Purple. Ooh, we're going to have our first set of ads start in 1 minute. They will go for 3 minutes and then we will be back. I don't build during the ads because I don't want you to feel like you have to subscribe or whatever. But if you have Turbo, you don't get the ads. So or if you're subscribed, you don't get the ads. But I don't build, so it's really, your choice. I appreciate when you do, but I don't want you to feel like you have to. Um, it just be doing whatever in 3 minutes. Usually checking something. Unless I'm playing a game, and then, you just keep carrying on. Welcome in, Crazy. Congrats on the second, and thank you for the contribution to the community challenge and for the I'm here. All of a sudden my brain was like, that's too many words. Stop talking. Oh, I copied the bongo cat thing and I meant to put it in when I started the stream and then I forgot. I had it like already and I just didn't do it. There we go. And snicky snacky time. We're just over 25%. I should have made it for longer, but I didn't think about it. We have the other half of our matcha. Click, check off the redeems or all, forget about them. And then I won't remember if I did them or not. Ooh, all the assignments today. Oh, I was like, I just missed some. Like, what? Thank you for the sub, Crazy. How many? Oh, 29 months. That seems like an awfully long time. Like my brain is like, no, I haven't been doing this for that long, have I? No more ads. Ads are not okay. A Tropius? Tropius? A fruit Pokemon. He looks like a palm tree Pokemon. Welcome back from ads, everyone. It says it's a fruit Pokemon, but it looked like a palm tree Pokemon. You know those animal backpacks they have where they have like the bubble and the animal can like stick their head out, but they're still technically inside the book bag? I picked one of those up for Kitty yesterday. I'm not sure if she's real excited about it or not, though. Those ads popped up and I was mad. How rude! Ads! So rude. So rude. Keeps feeling like there's like eye boogers or something. And it sounds like the neighbor kid is outside, like having batting practice, or someone's outside having batting practice. It sounds like you know, like a aluminum bat. We have little mini figures here. Or I guess little Lego figures, I should say. Lego figure statues? I want to rotate it just a minute. I'll read it in just a second. I'm trying to there we go. Crazy is all about that chill life, farming and trucking their way through games like Fallout 4 and American Truck Sim. When they're not battling zombies in 7 days to die, you can catch them cruising in Farming Simulator or World of Warships. They seem to have a thing for beer and steering, maybe not at the same time. I mean, overall, it is a good idea not to drink and drive. You got kicked out of Twitch? What did you do, Adam? I mean, Twitch be twitchy. It does what it wants. Oh, rude. I hate re-signing in. Then you have to wait for the code to come through and you have to put the code in. Then you gotta remember to check the little box that so it doesn't ask you for the code again for 30 days. Such a hassle. Right? No ads if you're not in stream. So I almost bought the vending machine Lego set yesterday at Target. And then I thought to myself, if I'm gonna pay full price, I might as well buy it from Lego and get the point. So I didn't. Just, they said, nope, time to re-sign in. When it's been 30 days, it's been 30 days. Okay, this one says Florine Fortescue's Ice Cream Parlor, home of the finest chocolate and raspberry flavored ice cream in Diagon Alley. Some students may even be lucky enough to taste a free serving. This is supposed to look like, I think, like a little bush, you know, like a little planter. shows it with that, like that. And this goes over there. And this goes here. Okay, so Flourish and Blots. From school books to wild tales and restricted magic, the shelves in Flourish and Blots hold wonders. But beware, some books have a life of their own, like the elusive Invisible Book and the ferocious Monster Book. The Monster Book of Monsters. Pick up all these little pieces. I've been ignoring my little cups where I put extra pieces, and now they're both about to overflow. Gonna have to sort those soon. Okay, second to last bag. And these two last bags are probably going to be like finishing up details and wizarding Weasley's and wizarding wheezes. I always have to like say that a couple times in my head to get that right. All the purple and orange pieces. Okay, we need 2 of these. Oh, and there's another microfig. I'm gonna guess this one's a Weasley. I did go to the LEGO website, but even there, they didn't say, like, which one really was which. Another quarter piece somewhere. Because it does say I need 2. Ah, there it is. I was like, am I looking for 2 when I don't need to be? Because that happens more than I'd like to say. Okay, so a 2, a 2. Okay, more foundation for that set. Or at that store, rather. Ooh, I was like a little crooked, and by that I mean completely crooked. Is this black? Yeah. Sometimes, once you get the piece in the light, you're like, oh, no, that's not the right color. Okay, so dress up code, welcome in, and congrats on the 3-stream streak. I did try to look for something like either a sound effect where it was like they're streaking, or something to that effect, or a like a little cartoon person running across the screen, but I could not find any that I was like, yes, that's the one. So I'm still looking. And thank you for the donation to the community challenge. Words are hard. Apparently really hard today. Where are you, quarter piece orange? There you are. Hey, yeah, Kevin. It's really for Kevin. I don't mind playing it. It's not a game I would buy personally, but I can play it because my husband has it. We have like the family Steam, whatever. Um, but I'm gonna be so bad at it, but that's okay. But it really is. Kevin's like, let's do it. Maybe I'll just chainsaw trees. I'll just do a carrot with deforestation. Adam and Dress Up caught the Badoo, Bud Ew. It really is because and like I said, it isn't so much the steering that I'm bad at. It is all or nothing. Like the vehicle has to be going max speed or nothing at all. Like I'm not very good with the in between. I mean, I can't count the number of times I've had to just like unbuild and rebuild my vehicle in Satisfactory because I drove it into something and got it stuck. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure I am holding this the correct direction. There we go. I don't know what it is sometimes, but I'm like looking at the picture and looking at the item in my hand, and I'm like, how do I? Oh, there we go. I got it right. Why won't you just work it out, brain? Like, I. The one time I had been driving like the same route back and forth between things to like check on different things, right? And for some reason, I must have been just slightly off from where I normally drove through. And I was like, I always just kind of drove off this rock and then I land, in a complete clear area down below and I carry on. Well, the one time I was like not really paying attention, I was like, ah! And I landed, but like straight up and down between a tree and a rock. And I was just like, that's not supposed to be there. When did that How did that get there? I've been driving this way and then I got out and I walked and I was like, "Oh no, I normally drive like just boop boop right over there, not over here." Oops. Unbuild, rebuild. Like, oops, that didn't happen. It's fine. It's fine. Goes red again. There's peace. There we go. So I wanted to do a slightly longer stream sometime next month. And then any proceeds I make from that stream, I will donate to the archery team. Um, that way it'll pay me out in April and I can, give it to them before the tournament. So maybe have something where like people can drop in and play games or do whatever. Maybe do something like if you donate at all in any way, whether it be bits or like a sub or just flat out donation, like however you choose to do it. You'll get entered in a giveaway for some kind of crochet item. I don't know. I think that's his wife's name, and she just crashes in everything. Or at least that's what I took it to mean. That she's a fantabulous driver and crashes into things. Because I said I was gonna like pull a carrot and do deforestation. And he said, no, pull a crystal and crash into everything. Yes, that's right. Okay. Welcome in, Danny. Congrats on third. And the redeem. Yes, you exist. I have brought you into existence. To a fence once? I am horrible at like in-game driving. Yeah, like it's and like I said, it isn't so much steering for me. It's the all or nothing on the gas pedal for me in the games. You're like, I'm just bad at driving in games. Sometimes it's steering because like it's wonky. Like that game just chose like weird controls. But most of the time it's because it's like all or nothing. Yeah, like there's no in between. So I know like what the issue is, but but like it doesn't change the fact that it makes me a bad driver in the game. Like knowing why I do it or or what the issue is doesn't change anything. Like I'm still going to keep driving that way. Honestly, sometimes it's hard to drive anywhere in between. Like a lot of times it's like maybe with a controller it's different, but like on the keyboard it's hard to be anywhere in between. You're like trying to like half have your fingers pressed down and you're like a little bit. It's not very easy. But I can't say I'm any better on a controller. I'm still like because it's in game and there's no like repercussions really for like crashing the car. Like other than it takes you longer and you've got to like pull yourself out or unbuild or whatever. Like there's no like you died, that's it. Oh, I only grabbed one of those. There's the other one. Oh, my pads, that is the only time I drove super slow and it was like boop, 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 boop to get the path drawn out. It was like boop, boop. I'm so very slow. Yeah, they're like, spin out. They're like, look at me, I can drift. Yeah. Yeah, like it's just I'm horrible at driving in games. Because again, there's no consequences. You're like, oh well. Laughing so hard you pee yourself. Hey, listen, if you've been pregnant even once, that's not even necessarily a hard thing to accomplish. I sneeze and I have to cross my legs and go, oh, I peed myself a little. Like, your bladder is never the same after having a child. Yeah, like your bladder never makes that recovery. I finally got paying Farms in 25. Not sure how long though. Might go back to. Hey, listen. Whatever works for you. Oh, I put this on there. I was like, why does that not look right? Because it's not. So there's not anything actually like holding this piece. So like put it on there and I'm like, oh yeah, if I press that whole thing's just gonna fly off. Must support it before we press the brick on. It only took the other thing happening where I break the whole thing about a dozen times before I've realized be careful. Support is needed. I am excellent at conveyor belt spaghetti. Last bag. Okay, last bag. We decide. I put Disney Dreamlight Valley because the weekly things came out, but I'm okay to do other things. So we can do Disney Dreamlight Valley for the rest of the time, or just enough to do the 3 weekly tasks, and then do the crochet thing we started on Tuesday, or I downloaded a demo for a necromancer game. Okay. I'm guessing the ones that came in the last bag and this bag are like Weasley twins. Because they look exactly the same. Just one has like a light brown vest and the other has a green vest. But like other than that, they pretty much look the same. So I'm guessing they're the Weasley twins. So I've like looked at them and was like, yes, this one is Harry Potter, and this one are the twins, and I think maybe I figured out which one was Ron, but that's about it. Yeah, they're so teeny tiny. Like I try to show you guys, but I'm not really sure how great it is because it's hard for the camera to focus because it's so tiny. What I can do though is this. I have because they give you 2 of each because they're so tiny. Let me see if I can like do this kind of a jobber. I think that one's Malfoy. And then that one looks like Harry. Oop, I put you back on backwards. That one might be Sirius Black. Sorry, I'm like, we'll just use like random Lego pieces so that I can get them all like, and that one, I don't think it's He Who Shall Not Be Named. Well, that didn't work. I went to smush down and instead I took 2 of them back off, so. But, let me put these back on and then we will kind of be able to see better. Okay. This is like as good as I'm going to be able to get it. So they're all super teeny tiny. But this will give you like a little bit more kind of perspective, better look. Putting a new gremlin to bed. Wish me luck. All the luck, Alex. All the luck. I think the one there on the end in the black is supposed to be Malfoy. And then, you know, kind of diagonal up, I think is supposed to be one of the Weasley twins. And then next to him is Potter. And then there's like another Weasley twin down here. And then beyond that, I don't really know. You know? But like I said, I went to the LEGO website hoping that it would have, like, you know, in the set description, like which ones they were supposed to be, but it just had like a better up close picture of them. But it didn't tell me who they were supposed to be, so I'm still kind of guessing about who some of them are supposed to be. Like, I'm sure one of them is supposed to be Hermione too, but like, I don't really know which one. And maybe McGonagall? I don't know. But that at least lets you kind of get a better look at them than me trying to hold them up individually. Let me quick mark that. Yeah, I'm not sure that'll work. There used to be a thing where you could like put a marker where you wanted to make a clip later. But now it's like clip that. And so I did that, but I don't think that's quite right. I don't know how to let me edit it that later. Oops. Yep, I knew that was gonna happen. I was like, as soon as I lift my finger, that's not staying. But hopefully it falls somewhere easy to get it out. And it did. Thank goodness. Okay, light blue, red, green, and yellow quarters. So I saw it in like a random article, but then as like kind of a nationwide thing, and I was like, oh, that's probably going to cause some issues. And it has, in fact, because the state of Arkansas released a thing that they are no longer working with Life Touch, which is like what has become school photos. Like, who does school photos? Like the photographer. It's always Life Touch, that company. But apparently they've been related to the Epstein files, so now everybody is canceling school pictures. Or just saying we've already had ours already this year, but we won't be working with them in the future. Right? I mean, but it like brings up the question like, like that's, I mean, one, crazy. Because, like, to think about it in an abstract way, like, like what happened was horrible, but like, it doesn't, like, unless you're one of the victims or their family, it doesn't necessarily touch you in like a personal way. But then you think about it and you're like, if the head guy was, then how many photographers that got sent into schools were also into that kind of thing? But yeah, the state of Arkansas released that their schools are no longer working with Life Touch and they will have to find a new photography company like going forward. Because it used to be little mom and pops, like just your local, like a local kind of photographer would come in, and then more and more it was Life Touch, Life Touch, and then it was like everywhere, no matter where you went, it was Life Touch. So now, like, what are they going to go back to? Yeah, because I remember when I was really young, it wasn't Life Touch. It was just some local photographer the school would hire to come in and do them. But then it became kind of like somehow like everybody everywhere decided to go to Life Touch. Okay. But yeah, so we'll see what that means like really going forward. But I was like, I gotta say, if they had decided not to, my kid's not getting anywhere near that. It's one of those you can't know what you don't know, but now that you do know it, you're like, next year she'll need to get senior photos done. So when they were little, we weren't sure if they were going to be back to back graduating years or if there was going to be a year in between them. They're so expensive, like ridiculously expensive. It was up to like $10 for one 8x10. And like even if you just want digital photos and no like actually printed out, it was still like $35. When all they're sending you is like one photo. Yeah, it is strictly because they can. What is your alternative? You're not going to get your kids' school pictures? Which, I mean, you could go to like J.C. Penney's in their little photo department and get them done. But like they bank on the fact that you're not going to get them anywhere else. They are. They're so ridiculously expensive. I don't. Which I like for me, I don't see how they didn't get considered a monopoly, because if they're the only ones doing the entire country's like school photos, you know what I mean? Because like how do you get every school in the entire United States to agree that only your company is going to do school photos? Like it always seemed weird to me. Yeah, because there is no one else like trying to get like to compete against. They can just charge whatever they want. Like I always wondered like right, like how did I always wondered how that worked? Like how every school decided that it was going to be Life Touch. See, we have lived in Nebraska, we've lived in Virginia, we've lived in North Dakota, and then here, and every school they've ever gone to has used Life Touch, just straight up. And I remember probably from about middle school on, it was always Life Touch. And that was in Pennsylvania. So I always wondered, like, how that became a thing. Like, because certain things are still very much at the district level, maybe state level. But, like, still, it's not something like the government wouldn't come in and say, like, you can only use Life Touch for your school photos. You know what I mean? Like, so I always wondered how they got so many school districts to agree. But that's interesting that theirs didn't. Maybe they knew something. Or maybe they just were like, that is ridiculous. It's too freaking expensive. Because really, it is. It's too freaking expensive. Okay. My brain is like, yes, no, yes, no. Choose a different part of that step to do first. Yeah, they were like, nah, that's all right. We'll stick with this, what we know. I mean, I thought part of it might be like kickbacks to the schools, like X amount percentage of how many kids you get to order, you get back to the school. But I don't really know. Um, but they're so expensive, and it seems like it went up like every year. And at some point, they switched to digital, so they're not actually having to use film. So like, yeah, the cameras are expensive and like, memory cards, but there's something you can use like over and over and over again. Unlike film, which, you use it and that's it. And they weren't having to like buy developing solutions, you know what I mean? Like from doing actual film. So I don't know. It just always felt really expensive. But like I said, we'll see who they use like next year and like what the cost is, with that other whichever way they choose to go. I know the company they use for like their class rings and their yearbooks is stupid expensive too. Turn it this way because we're kind of working in this corner here. Like they at the end of last year, so the end of her sophomore year, they brought home the paperwork for like school rings. And I was like, okay, I expected it to be like not cheap, but not what it was. And like it wound up like by the time we got her a ring that she could wear because she's allergic to nickel. So we have to watch what alloys, because like nickel's in it, she's gonna wind up getting a reaction to it. It was like crazy, like almost $500, and I was like, not for a school ring. That's not happening. I went on Etsy and got her one from somebody who makes them on there. But yeah, the senior fixtures are, I know they're gonna be expensive. She has a one of my husband's cousins kids just graduated maybe like 2 or 3 years ago. So I'm going to see if she knows somebody too as well because they don't live terribly far from us. Right? Like it was crazy. So I went on Etsy and got her one for like $125, which looked almost exactly like one of the options they had in the Ring magazine. But yeah, it was crazy. It was like 400 and some dollars. And I was like, I don't know what they're smoking, but it's got to be crack and it's got to be expensive because I'm not paying that. Like, that's just, it's not happening. I'm not saying you can't get a class ring. I'm just saying you can't get one from them. Like, not from that company. We have our little wizarding wheezes, man. I don't know what musical they're talking about, but I don't know a lot about musicals or which musical is which. Okay, I'm just going to go through the next couple steps and like pull pieces that way I can pick up the extra pieces and put them away. but I'm not going to build. Okay. So the rest of this here is extra. That piece goes up there. Okay, I'll do it when we come back from ads. That way you don't miss it, Danny. Or anybody doesn't miss it. We just really have 2 steps left in this. And I'm going to minifiggy. Oh, and here's our little thing that has the we'll use our little thing here to hold that up, and you can look at it and try to decide which one you think it'll be. I'll grab the other pieces of this set that I had set over here to the side so they'd be out of the way. Okay. Let's finish this because, like I said, we only have 2 steps, and then we will do Danny's minifig. So we're going to put, whoop, I dropped him. We'll put our little Wizarding Wheezes guy there. Then we have this step, which we're going to make like a little mailbox. Or what I'm guessing is a mailbox. And then this one goes there. Here and there. And then we're going to make our 3 little street lights. There's the word, street lights. We have the new minifigs, the new series, the animal ones. Last time we got the alligator guy, right? Yep. Actually, it's the alligator girl. Because it was definitely a woman minifig. She had the lipstick. I mean, I guess it could be a dude, but... what they typically depict is the female minifig. Oh, and I forgot this piece up there. So... welcome in, Kevin. Yeah, it could be a dude wearing makeup. It's just what they typically depict as female, I should say. I don't care. You do you. So they show that it can be done like this, which is like all one and close. Let me take everybody for a little ride. You know, all one enclosed, or I think I tried to do it this way. It kind of gets a little better, but not a whole lot because there's not a lot of room on my desk. There we go. So they can do it this way, or they show it like all connected out in one long line, which would definitely not fit on my desk. And then there's a third option where they show it kind of like see, it comes apart and I don't like that. It comes apart way too easily. They show it kind of like angled, like this. So that if you were standing at the end, you'd be looking straight up, like straight down to Gringotts. But this is the end. We're done building Gringotts. I like it. This is my third Gringotts. I have a problem, or my third Diagon Alley. I have this one, the original big, huge one. And then the one they've been releasing, it's like 2 stores in a box. And so you build 2 stores, and eventually it'll be all of Diagon Alley. They've released 3 so far, so I have 2 built, and the third one I got for Christmas is over there waiting to be built. And thank you for the 3 stream streak, Womb Raider. We'll do Danny's minifig redeem if anybody wants to guess which one they think it is. We already opened one and it was the gator, which is really adorable because it has a little life preserver and a ducky. Life perverter. I'm trying to like move its hand up a little bit and it doesn't want to do that. I really enjoyed it. You still get a lot of detail, even though it's like what they consider mini scale, like looking from the back of the shop, because you can see like inside the shops on this, like the back side. So you still get a lot of detail. You can tell what things are supposed to be. And this takes up far less room than the giant one. I'm going to guess the Dalmatian this time. So they have a peacock, a wolf, or I mean, not a wolf, a white kitty, a ducky, a monkey, a frog, a koala, a Dalmatian, the gator, a dolphin, a bunny, a lion, and a parrot. I'm going with the Dalmatian this time. I'm not fancy. Quack does this whole thing where like he weighs them and then tries to guess based on that. I don't have any of that. I'm just shake the box, see if it sounds like there's more pieces. See if they sound like big pieces. We have the lion. Oop. I gotta take it apart already. I was staring directly at the tail and then still did not. We're gonna give him the roar face. Now he needs his chicken leg. Or turkey leg. Prison pony leg? Well, that would be much bigger. I like it. They're very adorable. They're all really adorable. I'm going to hope that each of these are different and then you buy another box. I mean, the ducky is super cute. with its little flipper wing things. Oh, I moved my box already. That's right. We'll throw that away in there. I have it just kind of set over here to the side for now because I bought stuff to organize like a couple years worth of like advent calendar ones, but I just haven't done anything with them. Like I bought the stuff to organize it and then just haven't organized it. So I've just been like setting the pieces over here to the side till I get that more organized, which will happen maybe never. Because let's be honest, I don't ever think about it until I'm trying to put this stuff somewhere. And then I'm like, oh yeah, I was supposed to do that. So what would we like to do? We can do just the weekly tasks on Disney Dreamlight Valley. We can play it for the rest of the time. Or we can scrap that all together and do more crochet on the set we started on Tuesday. Set, pattern, whatever. Those words. Whatever those words are. Delete folder. I honestly never know what I want to do. Wigglies. Okay, let me move this over here. Yeah, stream it. Listen, like everything is content. Everything is content. I want to get a Cricut so I can make stickers. But then I'm like, how much would I spend in printer ink? Because I think the way it works with like the Cricut is like you print them out and then you use it to like seal it. So I don't know. That's why I don't use my sewing machine on stream. I'm afraid it would be too loud. Yeah. Yeah, the Cricut it's and the Cameo are like the same thing, just called, like different brands, so different names. Okay, I'm going to turn off the music so that you guys can hear the game music. And oh, that's cool. Yeah, I've only ever seen the ones that do just like the paper. I mean, I've seen where you can put like the marker in instead, so when it does a card, it's like writing with marker instead, or like the pen. But I've not really seen them cut anything but like that paper. Like the, like the sticky. But that's cool that hers does the other. Yeah, I was like, there's one that makes stickers, but then I like watched a video, and it's like the person like designs the sticker template, whatever, the stickers themselves in like the Cricut software, but then they actually print them out on like regular paper from their printer, and then they stick that paper into the Cricut or something. So I was like, I'm not sure how that would work. Like, how much would I be spending in like printer ink and printer paper to then put it in and like have it cut it out? I forget how long this game like takes to load. Fantasy got a I'm just gonna call it generic because it's not like an iPad or Google Pixel, but she got a tablet for Christmas with the pen to help her draw when the design is simpler. Okay, that's what's in our mailbox. It's probably yeah. I was like, what are those things called? The dream snaps. I never score like spectacularly high on the dream snaps. You're like, you steal all my stuff, I'm stealing this back. Let's see what we got in the chest. What are you doing, game? Let's see. Ooh, we got these earrings. We got a new watch. And we got Prince Eric's jacket. I was like, what do I do with Bongo Cat when I play this? I put it up in the corner so it's out of the way. But then I gotta fix him in this. There we go. Okay, so the routine duties, that's what they call them. To me, they're weekly duties because they come out every week. Oh, okay, we already did week 2. I was like, oh, I did them already. Oh, wait, no, we're one more week. And we can now keep track of all of them with one clicky click. Well, one hold. Plant something round and red or something spicy. So a tomato or a chili pepper. Or we have plant. Oh, and then harvest and then cook. Okay, so let's see how long either one takes. So chili peppers take 45 minutes and tomatoes take 25 minutes. Tomatoes it is. And also, let's see what's new in the shop. Ooh, a pet shop house. I wish they looked different inside as well as on the outside, but they don't. Mochi, Perfect Pet Playground, a Snuggly Kitty Ensemble. I'm not gonna lie, that is very cute. Slinky Dog Zigzag Spin Ride, Panda Pillars, Alpine Chicken Coop, Pride Lands Backpacks, Me Panda Ears. I do like this. How is that more expensive than the whole outfit? Sometimes I wonder about what crack they're smoking when they price these things. Ooh, I do like this too. Oh, and Moana stalls? Savannah stall. Ooh, a fairy winter cottage. Wandering moon. Okay. Let's go to our thing over here and turn some dream light shards into dream light. Wait, they may not turn into what I think I... Yeah, I don't need dream light. I need the moonstones. Okay, let's see if we have tomatoes in our chest in here. In our storage. This one, I think. Ooh, we do. And it's 15, so that will work. Okay, first of all, we already have 15, so... While we're in here, let's empty our... Ooh. I did that too soon. Wait. I was like, no, that's the wrong flower one, but it was not the wrong one. This would be the wrong flower one. Okay, none of those other things are in here. They're in the other room. I think these are over here. So I finished the regular star path, and I'm on the bonus star path now. Let's harvest what's here. No, not a season pass. So when you go to the event, in the description, oh, I guess not the description. I guess you do it in the shop when you first get the star path. So you can do the regular star path, or you can pay to do the bonus star path. So it's like a little bit more cost-wise. Like, I mean, not real money, but like, sorry. I thought Kitty was out of the way now. So it costs a little more moonstone when you do it. But let me see if I can find it. Like, to show you how it looks better than what I'm describing. Okay. Star path is me. Nope. That's the winter star path. So the basic star path is like 3 duties available at a time, no access to premium items. And then they have the premium star path, which is 6 duties at a time plus access to premium duties. And then they have a third one, which is just, It's the same star path and the same premium things, but you start out with 100 of the coins for the star path already. And you can still, like, for a discount because you haven't bought the premium items, you can still get, like, instead of paying 100, or 1,000, whatever it is, like, you can get a discounted rate to buy, like, so that you already have some coin to spend without doing any of the tasks. But I always buy the premium star path, which 6 duties at a time and access. It's usually like 2,500 moonstone. But you earn moonstone doing the star path, like, so you recoup some of it. And then plus there's a chest of like 50 moon coin somewhere around your area every day, like in your valley. And sometimes every once in a while there'll be like in your shop there'll be like it's free and you get a chest, and sometimes there's like more moon coin in it, or sometimes there's like furniture, clothing. It just depends. But yeah, I mean, I would not go out and buy moonstone so that I had enough to do it. Okay, now I've got to do some more digging. Let's see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I need to do 7 or 3 more. I haven't had to really worry about not having enough moonstone yet to do it, since, like I said, you earn some. Come on, click plant. There we go. You earn some while doing the star path. Plus, there's the buckets of it in your valley. Plus, every time I seem to get to that kind of lower point, an expansion comes out, and I always buy like the pricey expansion, so you get moonstone with that. Oh, I don't think, nope, I don't have a watering. But, so for my star path, I had the regular rewards, so page 1, page 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6, and then the bonus rewards, I'm on page 1. But page 2 is a sign, an accordion backpack, which you can't see because of my hair, and then Tony's restaurant, which I'm wondering if it's going to be another restaurant like Chez Remy and Tiana's, or if it's going to be like a house, because they usually give you a house. So I'm betting it's probably going to be more like a house. And then the last one, you'll get 90 moonstone. Let's cook a spicy spaghetti dish. Does that mean I have to cook or have to plant? Well, I guess no, because as long as I have the things for it. Was that 4 or 5? No, that was 5. We can put... Since, you know, we don't need the fireplace anymore because and then outside we can do her elegant carriage, and I don't want to leave that there, but I don't want this here either. Do the fruit stand we got. The steaming cover. We have a hitching post. The telephone pole. Where do we want to put the vintage water tower? Garbage can back here behind our house. Yay, Gremlin is down. We're just putting out some of the things we've gotten from the Star Path so far. Welcome in, my sweet. We're just waiting to harvest these. According to the thing that came, it looks like it should come tomorrow. I cannot talk today. But it's got like the Amazon tracking, so when I try to like even Google the code, because it's like TBA whatever number, like it doesn't actually want to bring any kind of like actual tracking up. And then when I Googled like how to track things from Amazon, they were like, you have to find your order. And I was like, it's not, no, that's not helpful. Then at the bottom of the article, they're like, was this helpful? And I put no, because it wasn't. Because if I could just go to my order, I would just go to my order. Like, you know what I mean? So it looks like it said like estimated tomorrow. So I will wait to open it till Sunday then, the next time I stream.
I can't believe I found Simba. And he's alive.
So, I don't, let's see who... So I bought the pack that made everything different. So now I have like 4 different castle things. So I have the original castle. I have it where it looks the Halloween, or the castle look Halloweeny. Then the one from Wintertime, and then this one. Which these are fairly new that they started doing these where you like switch everything in your town. Because the one from Winter didn't have where it made your like your portal thing look different. But this one made your portal area look different too. And it makes like each stand look different. Let's see who our lowest person is. Yes, if you need to sleep, by all means, go and sleep. Thank you for popping in. And thank you once again for the throne gift. Ami got me a gift from my throne, and it's supposed to come tomorrow. So, like I said, I'll open it Sunday on stream for you guys to see. I'm so excited. Okay, Aladdin needs to get to 10. Alice to 4. So far, Alice is our lowest. Oh, Cruella needs to get to 4. Snow White needs to get to 4. Tigger to 4. Tinkerbell to 4. So we have a couple options. Let's do Tinkerbell. I bet she'll make us go to the other biome, so maybe not. Let's do Alice. Where is Alice on the map? In her house. Alice, how do I get into your house? Oh, there's the door.
Curiouser and curiouser. I'm listening. One could get lost here in the... Goodbye. Oh, I mean hello. Oh.
You get money from her that time. Okay, sometimes I like these things, you know, that you can like level up the pets and they help you, but sometimes they just get in the way. You're like,
Thank
excuse me, I'm trying to
goodness.
talk to somebody, not pet you. Let's hang
Ooh.
out.
Hmm? Huh.
Ooh, tracking down a treasure, and what's even curious is that it's in my handwriting. Weird.
Oh, yes. Uh-huh. I'm listening. Oh.
Search for something buried near a place of sun-baked pleasure.
You should be proud. You're a very good leader.
I don't know where you want me to dig. It probably would have helped had I read anything we talked about and not just click, click, clicking through. But I've done that 1 bazillion times and I still not learned my lesson.
How do you do?
Insight about poems, not really. Can I hear it again?
Brilliant.
A place of sun-baked pleasure where one can gaze on watery views. Tally-ho, Alice, sharpen your gaze. Bordering the glade on all the days, a bottle shall tell you what's next. So, I'm gonna guess it's, Dazzle Beach. Now we look for a shimmering spot to dig. There it is.
I have the most wonderful new book to read. This valley seems enchanted.
Why no dig?
But not like Beast Castle.
There we go. Bring Alice the message. I think we should have brought the Mad Hatter to the valley.
Most certainly not. Oh, yes. Huh.
I mean, that's the cavern up there.
Gotta tell you.
At least I think it is. I mean, there's a couple other caves now that I think about it. I thought here because of the things, but there's Olaf's and then there's one down on the beach.
I wonder.
I don't know what a moon roth is. Yeah, there's the two on the beach, and then there's this one, and then there's like lights in Olaf's. But I'm guessing it's probably on the beach because they said continue the path. And I, like a silly dumb butt, just ran up here like I knew what I was doing. Because those mines glow, and it just made me think of that. But it's probably down on the beach.
Hey, look who's here.
Oh, it was this one. Search the mystical cave for Mon. I don't know what those are.
Oh, yes. Brilliant. Oh.
Okay, now we gotta water them. I could have just flew over them. There we go. Ooh, I caught it. Your quest is descend. Next, find the monstrous guard. Rise to the sky and around the bend. Look to a wooded yard.
I wonder.
Person Jabberwock, friend of dark, hold your treasure in the house of bark. Wooded yard and house of bark. I'm gonna guess up here, because this is wooded. But I'm not sure what House of Bark is. The Jabberwock, wasn't it a bird in Alice in Wonderland? The caterpillar. I mean, I would think up here, because it's the wooded yard, right? And it was like the natural progression of the path. But I don't know what House of Bark is. Tree? Because the only person who has a tree is Peter Pan.
Oh, I'll help you in any way
Mother Gothel's house is a tree, that's right. And it's in a wooded yard. Because there's like woods there. Let's see. Let's try Mother Gothel's house.
I suppose everyone's been telling you that I'm the bad guy. What are you waiting for? Go!
Hello? Ah.
Hold fast, Alice. Your course nears its end. Find the monstrous guard. Rise to the sky and around the bend. Look at the wooded yard. Fearsome Jabberwock, friend of dark. Hold your treasure in the House of Bark. Could it be Jack's house up there in the Forbidden Lands? Oh. Rise to the sky and around the bend. Hey, look, we found a moonstone chest.
Perhaps you just weren't meant to rule.
Okay, so we were here. Rise to the sky and around the bend. I mean, I would think it was somewhere in here because that is technically like the wooded area. But I don't know what House of Bark. Right, like, 'cause this is the forest, so I would assume that's what it meant, but I don't know.
turn this rain to snow?
Okay. It was just completely
I'm
random.
very pleased to see you. Splendid! Nonsense!
He bit me. Well, you stuck your finger in his house. What do you think he was gonna do?
Huh. Oh dear. I hope I'm not late for anything.
Oh, we gotta eat, so that we can do the flies. On the bright side, we won't need to water our tomatoes. Oh, I thought those were glass for a minute. That's alright. We'll just go over here and make glass. I think we need 3 more. Three more glass and 3 more chicken. We're about to be in our last set of ads for the day. I'll try not to do anything big in the game while ads are going. But also, there's only so much you can control. Well, where did Alice go? She's supposed to be hanging out with me.
Huh. Splendid! I imagine the clouds are in tears again. Poor things.
Let's go check our plates.
Oh, I'm so happy to see you.
I do wish they gave you, like... Because you're like, oh, it's 25 minutes. But then, like, if they need to be rewatered, depending on how long... Like, I just wish it gave you a better time on, like, when your plants would be done. Supposed to be like a steaming mullion whole color. I'm trying to see if I can see it steam.
Gee, everyone around here is so nice.
Maybe because it's raining, you can't tell. It was Cruella. Find Lumiere. Because he's not reached 7 yet, so we still have this quest.
Enchanté. Just the one I wanted to see. Ah. Bonjour, mon ami. Ah.
Put my blanket back on. Okay. I forget what Lumiere can do, but I guess it really only matters which characters he picks, which would probably be himself. But welcome back from ads, everyone. Okay. We would get 2 this way, 2 this way, 2 this way, 2 this way, 2 this way. Okay, so we're not going to get more than 2, no matter what we do. So let's do this. We got all the coins that time. I want to say the most coins I've ever gotten in one shot, I think, was like 33. But I'm not positive.
Uh-huh. Oh, fascinating.
Becoming a Lumiere, we shall go to the house and fetch your favorite. Lumi, we're supposed to be
Just
hanging
the
out.
one I wanted to see. Like the rain.
Oh,
It's
Beast is blocking the way
pleasant.
now. Let's see.
Enchanté.
Bones and an orange star lily.
Bonjour, mon ami.
what was it then? I could have swore it was Orange Stargazer Lily.
Hello, my friend.
Oh, not Stargazer, just Star Lily. What is your thing? Just forage it. Wild crops and fruits. Okay. Our tomatoes. We can get the Tony's restaurant sign. I'm gonna look up real quick if the is it, let's see, it's a house stream style. So it could become your house. It won't be a new restaurant. I was really thinking it was going to be like a restaurant. So we'd have like an Italian restaurant, but no. So I keep all the houses that I get like this in on the one island. The one floating island. Because I don't know what else to put on the floating islands. Bloomy. That's crop harvest. And then sell it all for money.
Hakuna Matata.
His little candle stand just running as fast as it can to keep up. Can you keep track of that? I was wondering if you could keep track of, like, So that you're not like having to, because it doesn't always appear. Sometimes when you stand next to them, their like little bar will appear and you can see like how much further you can have to go, but not a lot. So I was wondering if you could keep track of that. Ooh, another chest.
Everyone here has been wonderful.
Now we just wait for him to level up and then we can get his level 7 quest. Oh, there we go. Woohoo! And we get more money! What's your quest, Looney?
Hello, my friend.
Why can't we have your quest? Oh, we need to progress further with Joy! Where's Joy?
I suppose every
Nope, that's
village
right,
has
that's-
people who only think of themselves.
No? That was right. I used to have Stitch's house up here, and they look kind of similar from this, like, low level.
Hi!
Oh, I don't want to mess up or break anything.
Yes!
I feel like we did this puzzle already. Does it not stay done? Always one too many clicks. Oh yeah, I guess it doesn't stay, like you can do it over and over. Okay.
Hi! Woohoo! Woohoo!
You know,
What
it's
is
so
that?
sunny today, but no rain.
Is it like a giant lava lamp? Oh, sorry, a memory transport tube.
I have no time to be bored here.
Let's go get her gems. This green one.
Hey there! Yay! Hi! Ha!
Yeah, let's play Scrabble Corn with you. That'll help get your thing up too. Let's see. I used to have two that would like allow them to move like anywhere on the board, and I was like, no, that's too many. And so I swapped it out for something else, but now I only have one. And none of the people on my thing are in a great position. So let's skip and have you go there. And then, where can I just get the most? You'll get one in the way, and none. So, one it is. It's sweet! I knew that right away, but I was like, what were the other things? Because I was like, it could be tomatoes, like, are an obvious choice, but it could be other things too, like chili peppers and things like that. Okay. What is her thing? That's right. Sometimes it takes me an embarrassing long thought to like figure something out. I'm like, like I feel like this should be super obvious what the like riddle quiz thing is, but I'm just like my brain's like, not today, sir, not today. I wish you could, like, click and drag to have them, like, you know, like, dig multiple spots, like, when you're doing the garden patch. Like, if I just click here and here, like, you'll shovel everywhere in between. Or even just do, like, 3 spots. Crazy will play and he'll be like, I gotta do this, and I'm like, it's over there, it's over there, it's over there.
Hakuna Matata.
Let's see what's for sale in the shop today. Since a lot of our tasks were like earn money, we have a stupid large amount of money now. Nope. That's kind of nice.
I think I'll pick some of those scrumptious berries later.
Oh, greetings, neighbor.
A decontamination. It's a 2219. It's a 2219.
Aye!
This wretched sun will absolutely ruin my complexion.
We don't have a fridge, and I feel like we should.
Oh, greetings, neighbor.
I feel like our kitchen is sorely lacking thing because they keep giving us like shelves, but no fridge. I feel like we
the
need a
sun's
fridge.
shining almost as
Why
bright as my
can I
money.
not? There we go.
Good day to you.
I feel like our kitchen is missing this. We'll take it.
Woo! Woohoo!
Okay, who here needs my protection?
What is this thing?
Oh, greetings, neighbor.
Oh, it's just an outdoor teapot. Big ass teapot.
Thank you kindly.
A tentacle chandelier.
Greetings,
Yes.
neighbor. Aye!
I've never been somewhere so magical.
How have I not realized there was a tentacle chandelier since then? Right? Just a big ass coffee pot. Okay. Yeah. put our fridge there because I feel like it's been missing it. So we'll have to move this over a smidgen. I'll have to move this actually. Okay. Okay. But not right this second. I was just trying to make this go away. So good, move this over. I don't know if I'd want a cream. I'm not big on the cream. Oh, apparently I already knew about the chandelier. Because now I have 2 of them. That's right, you can never have enough tentacle chandeliers. What do we buy? With the fridge, the chandelier, and something else. Oh, the contamination book bag. But we can move this over and put out our bookshelf. Which we just covered up that poster again. I know what you mean, though. I know you like, because they have like the Cadbury's and cream. I'm just not a huge fan of like that kind of cream. It's more the texture. It's thick and eggy like, and no. What were those things called then? We'll just go with all and reset filters. Yeah, like, I don't like the Cadbury cream eggs. That stuff is like so thick and that's a hard no. Where did we get these freaking coffee cups? Actually, there might be an easy way because they're Monsters Inc. theme or like Monsters University. So let's look for that. Monster rug mug. There we go. I know. Okay, we'll put you way up here, but what we shall do is Move the sink over then. That way we can have them at a more reasonable height to the wall. Welcome in, Lisa. I shipped your thing yesterday. I just forgot to grab my wallet out of my purse where I put the receipt so I could attach it to the thing. And I didn't think about it until I started streaming and started talking about it. So I will do it as soon as I end stream. I will go grab the receipt to add it to the fourth wall, and I'll send it to you too. Yeah, like, I don't like the Cadbury cream eggs. I don't know, it's just a weird texture, and it's kind of thick and goopy, and I really don't like that. But maybe if they were different than that, I wouldn't mind. Yeah, I don't like those, because I'm like, ew, that's too much. Too much, thank you. No. These don't give you very much into the yellow. They don't give you very much of a boost. Digging. We're just gonna dig random holes, I guess, until she levels up. I mean, it looks... And all of a sudden she's like, oh, here's all your crap. I guess let's go dig down here. No. I mean, you told me about that you got her that thing for Christmas and she's been loving it. But other than that, no. So, Madams really likes my blanket. I swear in her head she might just call it the hot blanket because she's like obsessed with it. Now that when I come in here, she's like, I'm coming with you. Like more than before. And so I bought her a pet heating pad, but so it stays on all the time, and it's shaped like a biscuit, which is hilarious, like a cracker, a biscuit. And it's got eyeballs that she does not enjoy. She like bats at them, like, get these eyeballs off this. But if she sits on it, it gets warmer than just like the normal mild temp. But the problem is she doesn't want to like get on it if it's not hot. So we've had to, like, leave another toy or a box, like a little box or whatever, so it adds enough weight to the little mat so that it stays on. Or she's just like, meh. But when it's on, she's like, yeah, you're dead to the... You know, everybody's dead to me. Don't touch me, don't talk to me. Her little biscuit cracker mat. I should put it on the windowsill, because now it's on the couch. So I should put it on the windowsill so she can watch the birds. Oh no, a depressed puppers? So we had a friend in Virginia, they got a dog, and their dog was the opposite. It was like the dog had ADHD. It was hyper beyond fuck. And they actually put it on, like, essentially Ritalin to calm its ass down. Because it had anxiety from how, like, hyper it was. Like, oh my god, you're over here. No, over there. No, over here. No, over there. And it gave itself anxiety. Joy, has your bar moved, like, at all? We're almost at 6. Okay. I was like, it's all this shoveling. Is it doing that like where it barely moves the bar? Because I'm not gonna like that. But no, it's been moving pretty good. So I finished up week 8 jellyfish, and I added a picture of it to the Discord under the temperature project. So if you're doing a temperature project, feel free to add pictures of your things to the that channel on Discord. So, Fantasy has a friend, and before I met him, she just told me like he liked to bake and stuff, so I called him Baker Boy. And then we met him, and I was like, Fantasy, can I tell you that your friend's name is no longer Baker Boy? And she was like, why? I was like, because he is the human embodiment of Eeyore. I kid you not. He was like, I was gonna walk home, but if you want to give me a ride, because I was like, how are you getting home? And he was like, I was just gonna walk. And I was like, you live in the middle of nowhere. No, you're not. I'll drive you home. And he was like, okay, I was gonna walk, but... And I was like, I swear to God, he is the living embodiment of Eeyore. So that's his new name. And when I told him that, I was like, I used to call you Baker Boy. And he's like, I know. And I was like, now you're Eeyore. And he's like, it fits. He's like, I can't even argue about it. I was like, oh my God. Dude. This kid is like 6'2" and the living embodiment of Eeyore.
Kind of a package deal.
Yeah. We took him trick-or-treating with us, and he was some guy from One Piece or something or other. And he was just like, so, like, on to the next house. I was like, dude, you kill me. Oh, I need to plant onions. He came to one of her tournaments, and so did another friend, and he was talking about, like, he wanted something to eat, but he's like, I'm on a new diet. And I was like, for what? And he was like, apparently, like, he has to have, like, a low-salt diet, which is, like, something a 50-year-old man worries about, not a 16-year-old boy. And he was like, I need to be on a low-sodium diet. Yeah, like, okay, I get it, break it to me gently, but not so gently, I think something even worse happened. Like, don't break it to me too gently. Can we at least get her to, like, level 6? I appreciate you trying to break this to me gently, but we've gone too far now, and I'm totally confused, and now I'm super worried. Too gentle, too gentle.
Special about this place.
Yay! I know, so this game kills me. Like, with Joy, and she's like, ah! Over everything, and then you have Sadness who's like, oh. Yeah, like, Mom, are you trying to tell me the dog died? So, like, I can't, like, try to work with Joy and then immediately go to work with Sadness. And I almost have to mute Sadness because it's the sighing. No one likes me. Okay. It's not going to be a concern of yours soon, Sadness, because you're going to be deceased. It's the size that get me with Sadness. So I've been doing like you said and leaving the memories all over the place for when you have like star paths and whatnot. But then I forget where the memories are. I wish there was a way to like pick up the memories and put them all in one central location. Like a memory repository. Otherwise, I forget where I've left them on the map. And then I've just got to wander around the map till I find a memory. Ooh, let's go sell a bunch of these flowers these birds keep picking up.
Hey there!
And probably some of this food, because let's be honest, I probably have a bunch of the stuff that you can pick up already, like, in my bag. Yeah, like, I will leave the memories, but then I'm like, oh, where did I leave them?
Oh!
Like, sometimes there'll be 3 or 4 in one area, and that's okay, but then when it's like the onesies and twosies, that I'm like, where were they? From now on, when I have anything where they're like, plant this and I need to dig garden spaces, remind me to get Joy first. You dig up 15 sand. Okay, gotta go find Joy. Let this be a lesson, people. Do not pick this as their thing. Takes forever. Plus, I feel like I'm not actually doing anything because it's just nonsense. Feel like they could have done it in like a sandbag or something. But nope, you're just picking up loose sand and putting it in your pocket. Just mounds of sand. It is weird that it's just like essentially loose sand. Okay, let's see where she is. Joy, 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 joy. Ugh. This, like, we got nowhere. We've been digging forever. And it's weird that they dig up, like, seafood sometimes, but whatever. Yeah, we're not gonna make it. Not unless, like, a ton of people. Yeah, I mean, it's like seashells and stuff, so really it's not that weird, but it is kind of weird. It's not crabs, it's like... I think... What do they consider them? That one's a scallop, so that one kind of makes sense, but I would think more in the water than in the sand. You know, like the sand, but like, you know, shallow water sand, not like beach sand. And the same way for clams and oysters. I would think more watery sand than just beach sand. Because don't they need the water to, like, breathe? Like, it is weird and not weird. Weird because, like, I mean, it is a beach, but, like I said, I would think shallow, watery sand would be where you get those items. And the crabs aren't in this biome. They're in all places in the cold biome. I guess we're getting, like, Alaskan king crab up there. In, like, Elsa's area. Okay, what are you doing? I do not grab that. I don't know why it always thinks I do. Let's go there, and I will do stream ending, and we'll find somebody to raid into. And we went somebody new last time, so we can do somebody we know this time. More is on. Pico Cat. The pottery dude. Thank you for hanging out. Oh, they're still on the starting soon screen. Oh, that's suit up time. I forgot about that. Trick Zunity. Mama Wolf is on. We can go to Mama Wolf. Okay, let me shout out Mama Wolf underscore CC9. And then raid, if I can spell it right. Okay, we'll be back Sunday. We're playing I don't know what yet. I haven't made up my mind. If there's a game you would like to see me play or like to play, let me know in Discord. I have not made up my mind about what game. But and then next week we'll do little sets with more crochet, and Monday night we'll have our Discord hangout. You can craft, you can not craft, you can whatever, but I call it a craft hangout because that's the easiest way to say it, but just hanging out, chilling, doing whatever. Thank you everybody for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed the stream. We finished the small scale Diagon Alley. Now I have to find a place to put it. I hope you all enjoyed the stream and hope to see you more. My stream, your stream, somebody else's stream. Either way.